feel like when you get into a rhythm? Because it looked like early maybe a little bit off on a couple throws, and then after that you seem to sync up pretty well. Can you sense that, like, okay, now I'm seeing it the way I need to see it?
Yeah, obviously the first couple of drives, you'd obviously like to start out hot and, not take any time to get going. But, for some reason there was a little bit of miscommunication between me and the wideouts, starting off early. Obviously a couple of things that, I like to have back, obviously looking back at the film. But, yeah, obviously I feel like we got into a good rhythm after a couple of drives and, we got to get going and it felt good out there after those first couple of drives.
How difficult is it to make a couple plays to Royer where he just bulldogs into the end zone, taking on like anyone and everyone, and then the other one, and then they're wiped away? And they're at the time they're pretty crucial.
Yeah, obviously the one that he fumbled into the end zone was an amazing play by him. Obviously he's getting coached up on all that stuff, but unbelievable job by him. And then the 80-yarder, you obviously don't like to have those taken away from you, but he's an outstanding player. So anytime I can get the ball in his hands, it's always a good thing.
Are you getting to a point now where that comfort level between you and X is, off the charts? Because it felt like, he had a great sense of what the defense was giving him, where to be, and you put the ball on him consistently.
Yeah, similar to Royer, he's another outstanding player, and anytime you get the ball in his hands, he's great with the ball in his hands. So, yeah, obviously Miami was doing a great job of taking away the deep passing game. So, any chance we had to take the underneath stuff, it was a good opportunity to get the ball in his hands and let him do some good things with it. But obviously, get the ball in his hands, Royer's hands, and then all the other guys that we have as well. And going forward, I think it's going to be really good.
Describe the comfort that Corey kind of gives you at times, like that last run that kind of puts it away to get you in the field goal position. But he can chew some clock at times.
Yeah, for sure. Been harping on it for weeks now, but anytime that you can just turn around and get the ball to 21, and Evan Pryor also making that big run for us was massive. But Corey does a great job of always making the first guy miss, it seems like, and always picking up extra yards. So it's always nice to hand the ball to him.
Brendan, you spoke all last week heading into this one about trying to pick people's brains around the program about the little details of that Miami rivalry. Talk about the confidence level there within the locker room in this program now following Saturday's victory heading into Houston.
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously, you knew it was a big deal, but after winning the bell back, all the fan support and everything that we had as well, especially at Miami, we had a ton of fans there, and I felt like it was a great atmosphere. Really just once we won the bell back, you realized actually truly how much it actually meant to all these fans, and especially the people that have been here, going through the rivalry for years. So,
how much are you looking forward to? You played in the Big Ten, but this will be the first Big 12 game, and then each week it's no cupcakes.
Yeah, no, very excited. Excited to start off conference play. Houston's obviously a good opponent. Can't take them lightly, and got to go out there and do what we do. But very excited to get out there.
What was it like seeing Nathan Hawks go up and nail a 55 and 50-yarder in such big?
It gives you a lot of confidence knowing that you don't, have to score a touchdown. Obviously, you're always trying to score a touchdown, but whenever a guy can knock down 250-yarders for you, it gives you a lot of confidence knowing that you got, 3 in your back pocket.
Could that possibly change how you approach a drive or how you play at all?
No, because obviously you're always thinking about that. Like, hey, we got 3 points here. You at least got to think you got 3 points here. So really nothing changes. Obviously you want to score touchdowns. Touchdowns win games, and really anything I can do to help put the ball in the end zone, I'm going to still do. But obviously just being smart, knowing that we got a great kicker.
Their guy Donovan Smith is a big fella, a few more pounds than you, and can run. Who would you suggest to play that part in practice this week? Maybe that's top secret.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We got a couple of walk-on quarterbacks that are not quite that big, but they might go over there and do a great job. I love those guys. So hopefully they can bring some. Maybe they'll. I mean, it would be a terrible idea for them to go live in scout team or anything to even simulate a running game, but you never know what happens over there.
With some quarterbacks who might be less experienced or struggling, you kind of see the unease that they have in the pocket. There were multiple throws he made on third down, especially I think it was to Tyron over the middle, where he really stood in the pocket for 2-3 more seconds longer. What is it about you that you're just so willing to stand there and possibly take the hit? Is it somehow you're raised, you're just tougher than some people? What is it about you?
I don't know if it's necessarily that. Obviously I know it's a part of the game is getting hit. So if, you know, Coach Thomas is always harping on, you know, just stand in the pocket. That's the best place to be. Obviously, your line's going to protect you. Stay in there. And guys are going to pop open every now and then, so you just got to stand in there and be willing to take a hit and, you know, deliver the ball. But, you know, our guys did a great job of getting open. Obviously, knowing that I'm probably going to get hit, you know, you still got to deliver the ball and, you know, try to pick up the first down.
Still comfortable with Jonathan Harder there at guard when
Oh,
he
yeah,
came in for DT.
sure, for sure.
You're a Texas guy. This is the first of 3 Texas teams on the schedule. I know you had some family in for the first game. Do you have a fair amount of people, the Sorsby
Yeah.
caravan?
Yeah, I'll have my parents in town, my girlfriend in town, and then one of my buddies from high school in town. So, no, it'll be a good time. And obviously, you know, like you said, we got a couple of Texas games, so we'll see who else comes to the others.
Cool. Any other questions? Thanks, Brennan.
Thanks, Brennan.
Thanks, Brennan.